What's everybody? What's up, everybody? YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Once again, this is your boy Terrence Warren, CCNP Cisco Tutor guy. And on my last video, I did a lab on VLANs. But at the end of that video, my computer kind of froze up, so I wasn't able to demonstrate how once you implement a router that the VLANs are able to talk to each other. So this lab will show you how once you implement a router and the .1q protocol that the VLANs can communicate. So, but first, we're going to kind of start off where I left off, but we're going to go back a little bit so that you understand that. Remember when I was talking about the VLANs, and I used the department store analogy. So that's what we're going to pick up. So with no further ado, let's get into this lab. Alright, here we have our electronics. As I said, we have three different departments of a department store. We have electronics, we have the pharmacy, and we have the heating and air conditioning system. And the reason I put this is because now, in this generation, the heating and air conditioning is remote. It's smart. It's a smart system, so that high-vac technicians can access the network and change the temperatures and settings on the heating and air conditioning units remotely with computers. And by making it a smart system, it just makes it remote so that they can do it from wherever, anywhere, from home, from the office, just anywhere. So I'll put that in here because in my analogy, I was talking about some real situation that happened a few years ago, how the heating and air conditioning technicians were able to use the access that they had to their network to change the heating and the air conditioning system and get into the other departments of the store and basically rob them. You know, take money from the POS terminals, you know, with the self-checkout and from every department. So in this lab, I have the three departments, and we've set the electronics department as VLAN 10, the pharmacy is VLAN 20, and the heat and air conditioning is VLAN 30. Now, I've gone ahead and we got into the router. I went to the router and implemented encapsulation.1q. And I'm going to show you that, you know, I went ahead and pre-configured this just to save time. Alright, so we're going to do a show run. Alright, and you see there are sub-interfaces already configured under the Fast Ethernet 00 interface. I've used that 00 to split the interface into three sub-interfaces. So we got .10 right here, .20, and .30. So what we've done, we just took this one interface and split it three times. We even assigned IP addresses to each sub-interface. Now these are virtual, but they'll function just as fine and the same as the actual physical. Alright, so we've got that. We've got the encapsulation.1q implemented on each interface. As you can see, let me go back up. Right here, encapsulation.1q10 for VLAN 10, 20 for VLAN 20, and 30 for VLAN 30. Now, the only thing that hasn't been done is these two laptops over on the side. They haven't been assigned to any VLAN, so that I can use this to demonstrate. But first, let's do this. When I said VLANs is a security measure, so in actuality, VLAN 10 can't communicate with VLAN 20, and VLAN 20 can't communicate with VLAN 10. And that goes the same for VLAN 30. None of the VLANs can communicate with each other. They can only communicate with none networks, well, not networks, but individuals inside the same VLAN. But let me prove that to you. Let's test that. So we have the red, the electronics. All right, we have 2 PCs in the electronic VLAN. All right. So I'm going to do a ping from one PC to the other. Dot 128.8.10.7. And as you can see, the ping request is fine. The return times are good and everything. But let's try to ping outside that VLAN. So we're going to initiate a ping from out inside the VLAN. Well, no. I think we've already demonstrated that in the last lab. Let's try to ping these two. No, on second thought, let's go ahead and assign these. Well, you can see in the last video, you saw that one VLAN couldn't ping another. And now you see that VLAN 10 can only ping PCs or whatever inside the same VLAN. And that's what I meant by a security measure. Because if the heat and air conditioning people had came in their VLAN, they wouldn't have been able to access any other VLAN aside from their VLAN. So let's look at these two over here. They're not assigned to any VLAN, so let's go ahead and assign them to a VLAN. So, config interface. Let's see, what port were they on? We got 8. Interface FA0/8. Port mode access. So we were making them access ports. Now we're making or assigning to a VLAN switch port access 10. Okay, so we've assigned one PC to VLAN 10, and we're going to assign the other VLAN, the other PC. Let's look at what port it's on. 7. Interface FA0/7. Port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 20. Alright, so we've got our VLAN, we got them assigned to a VLAN. Let's test it. So VLAN. And as you can see, for VLAN 10 we have ports 1, 2, and 8, and for VLAN 20, which is the pharmacy, we have 3, 4, and 7, and the VLAN 30, which is the heat and air conditioning, we have 5 and 6. So let's try, and alright, so we're gonna ping from the electronics department to another computer that's not, and it's not in the electronic department, but it's in the same VLAN. So in actuality, it should still ping, be able to talk to that computer. And as you can see, the two are communicating. But see, and then again, we've also implemented encapsulation.1q in the router, which is this inter-vlan router. There's another name for inter-vlan routing is router on the stick. So in actuality, the VLANs should be able to talk to each other now because we've implemented that. I mean, remember, this is the only way that VLANs can talk to each other. To talk to different VLANs is by implementing the router on the stick configuration, which is inter-vlan routing. So let's try and ping the heating and air conditioning from the electronics department. as you can see, they are able to communicate. Let's ping from the pharmacy to the electronics. Ping 192.8.10.6. And the ping is successful. So right now we have inter-VLAN communication. Each VLAN is able to communicate with the other VLAN through the router. And that concludes my demonstration. That's what I was trying to get to in my last lab, the VLAN lab, but my computer froze. So I hope you get the concept of inter-VLAN routing or router on a stick. This is router on a stick, where you have all these PCs on the switch sharing their 3 different networks, and they're all using the same router to communicate. As you can see, the 3 different networks there. You have a 192.68.10.1 network. You have a 192.68.20 and a 192.68.30 network. 3 different networks, 3 different VLANs, and they're able to communicate through this router. And that's what inter-VLAN routing or router on a stick is. So, I thank you for watching. I hope you understand the concepts and you got something out of this. And stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching. Cisco Tutor Guy, Terrence Warren, CCNP. Stay tuned for more videos once again, and I'll keep posting. Comment on things that you like, if you understood it, if it was good. Check out the website, CiscoTutorGuy.com, and just keep learning. Thanks.